Hey guys, welcome back to Bikini Bottom. So if you guys didn't guess it by the title, today I'm going to be doing a full review on the Wet n Wild and Spongebob collection. Sorry, the highlighter fell off. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I use these products and what I think about them, keep on watching. As always, I quickly wanted to remind you guys, if you guys haven't subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. All you gotta do is click that subscribe button. And if you've already been subscribed, thank you. Thank you guys so much for all those OG followers from mine. I also have a surprise at the end of the video, so if you're interested, keep on watching. Okay, so originally, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story time that happened to me with this collection. When Wet n Wild launched the SpongeBob collection, it was a limited edition collection. I did order it in March, I think it was March 1st. Right now it is already May 8th, so it's technically like 2 months later. But the thing is that it did take a freaking month to get here. So I don't know if that was on Wet n Wild or just in general COVID, you know. But it did take me a while to get these products. I was super anxious because I want to get this out for you guys. And I know you guys were going to be excited because if you guys are followers of mine, you guys know that I love SpongeBob. I mean, come on, I'm wearing a SpongeBob shirt. Like, you guys can't see SpongeBob because he's like more on my torso and stuff. And I also have Patrick on this side. There's Patrick, there's SpongeBob on this side, but in the middle it just says SpongeBob. Shall we get started? We shall. It includes a highlighter, which this is the Spongebob Highlighter, and I love how it has the little SpongeBob print on it. Oh my god, it is so cute. I almost don't want to use this stuff because it is just so pretty. And then it also includes a palette. This is the 18 hyper pigmented eye and face pigments, and it says that there's sparkly shimmers, satins, and self-adhering glitters. And I love the names, so I'm gonna go ahead and read the names, starting with my friend over here in the bottom. This is Mayonnaise, and then this is One Eternity Later, Tart Sauce, Shady Shoals, Bikini Bottom, Hi Captain. And then up here in the top, it's gonna be Gare Bear, Jellyfish Jam, Pretty Patty, SquarePants, Best Day Ever, Sea Star. This one is Secret Formula, Load of Barnacles, Absorb the Love, which is this one right here, and then Order Up, Me Money, Howdy Y'all. And that's all the names from the SpongeBob palette. I want to give you guys a little close-up so you can see the imprints on it. And that's what the colors look like. I hope you guys can see. It is so pretty. I love the aesthetics, and I love how they kept all the characters and everything super like true to the SpongeBob show. I love it. I also got the Sandy Round Kabuki brush, which we will be using all of the stuff today. I also got a hold of the flat Kabuki SpongeBob brush. Looks like this. And then we have the SpongeBob Sponge. We have the Pineapple House, which is a sponge holder. This is for you to travel. And then we have the Patrick Sponge, which Patrick lives over here, so he technically should be here. And then we have Squidward, which is here in the middle. And we have the two sprays. And as I was telling you guys in the beginning, it was a bummer that I had to wait almost a whole month for me to get the collection. I know it was like a lot of people wanted to get their hands on it, but it took them a whole month to ship out. And on top of that, I'm going to be putting two pictures on the screen right now of the two products that they forgot to send me. They forgot to send me the Gary Sponge Soap, which is the little circle. I'm going to put them on the screen. And they also forgot to send me the Krabby Patty, which is supposed to be to wash brushes. and to wash your sponges. So took them a whole ass month and they still forgot my stuff. So let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. P. Louise dupes on my channel. If you guys want to go see that video, I will link it down below. So I'm gonna take this makeup base, eyeshadow base, whatever you want to call it. This is a white, and the reason I am using white is just because I want it to stand out. I want to see what the shadows can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and start applying this base onto my eyes.
Sort of like a, what is fun? Let me spell it for you. Friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all. Eyes
look pretty crazy right now. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the shade Sea Star, which is this one right here. It's kind of like a pinky color. Just gonna take any fluffy brush that I have, and I'm just gonna apply that all over my crease. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I definitely don't want to do something very similar to my last video, the Lizzie McGuire, but let's see what we can do today. Also guys, as always, the prices will be in the screen, just in case you guys are wondering. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Pretty Patty, which is this one right here. It's an orange. So that's the way this orange one looks. So this is where I'm stuck. I'm stuck between using a blue shade all over the lid. I don't know. I think I am gonna go in with the blue shade, just because I feel like on the last video I don't know what I threw. I feel like in the last video I went in with a lime green one, so I think I'm gonna go in with this. My makeup room testing. I think I'm gonna go in with this blue shade. So I'm gonna get the same brush that I had in the beginning, which is just a little flat brush, and I'm gonna take the shade, hold on, let me go to the back. I'm gonna go in with the shade Bikini Bottom to see how well it performs. I love how I get the palette thinking that it has a mirror. Usually most of the palettes come with a mirror. This one doesn't. I kind of like that, but a mirror is always useful, so I don't know. Okay, so this blue is turning out to be very, very sheer. I'm trying to pack the color in there, but it is very, very sheer. Okay. And as I was pressing the brush on the color, the imprint on the shadow became like non-existent. Like the imprint that it had like a little jellyfish, and it was gone. Okay, I don't know if this shade is gonna be my favorite, to be honest. I find it a little bit troublesome when it comes down to applying it. I don't know. That's the way it looks. I did have to go over it a lot of times to kind of get that pigmentation. I don't know how I feel. Definitely not my favorite. I'm gonna go in with the shade, hold on, Gare Bear, which is this brown one right here, just because I want to kind of darken the outer corner. a little bit.
Friends who do stuff together. Do it for you and me. And it's for anywhere and any.
I'm gonna also go in with the shade Load of Barnacles, which is this one right here. It's like a deeper chocolate one. Did deepen it a little bit more than the first one, but I don't know, it kind of almost looks muddy. I don't know if you guys can see how it looks wet, but I didn't use like anything wet on it, so I don't know why it would look wet. I'm gonna go in also with the shade Jellyfish Jam, which is this one right here. It's kind of like a reddish glitter, and I'm gonna take that one and sort of apply it here just to see if I can blend out those lines a little bit more. It looks a little stiff to me, into my liking. Yeah, I don't feel like it did anything, to be honest with you guys. I'm gonna go back into One Eternity Later, which is next to Mayonnaise. It's kind of like a brownish shade. I kind of feel like I don't really like the way the brown shades performed. They do have a little bit more of like glitter to them, so I'm thinking that it might have been that. I don't know. I'm not really loving that shade. I keep trying to go over and just kind of like smoke out a little bit more, but for some reason it keeps leaving me a muddy mark. I'm guessing it's from the shadow having glitter, or it's some type of like reflex to it that it doesn't fully like blend out and look seamlessly. I've already tried even going in with like a clean brush and stuff just to kind of like smoke it out a little bit, but it doesn't seem to budge. It's very, very strange. And on my eyes, from what I'm seeing, it looks very dark. I don't know how you guys are seeing it on the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I am officially done with my eyes. I'm gonna give you guys a little close-up so you guys can see. I tried to fix it as much as I could. There's some areas where I still feel like it still looks patchy, like here. But honestly guys, I went in so many times to try to blend that out, and I just try to make this palette work. I do have to say some things about the palette. The shade Load of Barnacles is what I used to smoke out the outer corner, but I did have to go in with something else. So when it comes to pigmentation, I don't know if it's there 100%, because the shade Jellyfish Jam, which is this one right here that I'm pointing to, almost didn't give me any pigmentation at all. When you swatch it with your hand, it looks like a beautiful kind of reddish. If you guys can see, it looks like a little maroon moment, you know, metallic-y. But when you apply it on the eyes, for some reason it doesn't go on as smoothly as I would like to. And I would say also the shade next to it, which is Gear Bear, this one had very poor pigmentation. I don't know, it's from the particles that it has on the shade, because it does have a little bit of shimmers and glitters. I'm gonna swatch it next to it. When you swatch them, they swatch nicely. You might think like, oh, these are gonna be nice washes of color, but when you apply them, at least when I applied them with a brush, and I did go in with several brushes to kind of get the best pigmentation out of these shadows, they just wouldn't blend out. They just wouldn't show like their real color. So Even though I used a eyeshadow base, it still gave me a hard time to blend. I did apply Eye Captain, which is the silver, into the inner corner, and the blue shadow, which is Bikini Bottom, which is this one right here. I don't know if you guys can see, the press is out. Like I had to, the press was almost gone almost immediately, and I did have to apply the shade multiple times because with the brush, and I used a flat eyeshadow brush with a little bit of Fix Plus, and it still didn't not work. So overall, I don't know how I feel about the palette. I feel like a lot of the shades do not work, and I didn't go and use the other metallics, but I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them for you. This one is a tartar sauce, so I'm gonna just swatch her here. That's tartar sauce. And then we have Shady Shoals, which is the one next to it. They are very extremely like powdery. That one's Shady Shoals on the bottom. And then we have Bikini Bottom. Oh, sorry. Then we have One Eternity Later, which is the burger one. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see that one on my skin. It almost looks like skin. Then we have Mayonnaise, which is the white kind of beige one. That's Mayonnaise. And I don't know if you guys can see in the close-up. It's very like the shadow almost comes off. Like, I don't know, they're so powdery. Then we're gonna go in with Best Day Ever because we already used this one, so I'm gonna go in with Best Day Ever. It's this one right here. You almost can't see it either. Then we have SquarePants, so it's very light. Then it's Pretty Patty, and then Jellyfish Jam, which is the one I was talking about, which is this one right here. And then we have Gear Bear, which is the one on the bottom to that, this one. And then we have Howdy Y'all. See, Howdy Y'all is almost also a beige, so you can't even see it on my skin. And then we have Me Money, which is this one right here. This one is a little bit more pigmented, but it's kind of like a greenish off black kind of shade. And then we have Order Up, which these are the self-adherent glitters. That's the way it looks, and this is the way it looks in my finger. Then we have Absorb the Love, which looks to be a promising shade, but when you swatch it, that's the way it swatches. And then we have A Load of Barnacles, which is the other shade I was talking about. This one looks very dark, but it goes on super patchy. And then we have Secret Formula, which is the purple one. See? And that's the way they look. I just didn't swatch the ones I have on my eyes, but this is the way the shadows look. So let's go ahead and move on to the face. Okay, so moving on to the face, we are going to be using the highlighter, the brushes, and the sponges, and I will show you guys how the sponges look before. So this one is the Squidward sponge. Let's just open him up. And I am gonna be testing all the sponges. This is the way the sponge looks dry. Now let's go ahead and wet him. Have a little stunt cup over here just to kind of improvise. Okay. So this is the way it looks wet. It is completely wet. Okay, now we're gonna see the way this is the way Patrick looks. Just opening him up. this is the way Patrick looks in my hand. Oh. He's completely dry. Now let's go ahead and submerge him on the water to kind of see how much the sponge grows. They did release kind of like some, like, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's soap or just like air bubbles. So this is the way Patrick looks once he is wet. Now let's go on to SpongeBob. SpongeBob, realistically talking, is the one that worries me a little bit because of the shape. He's just way too squared for makeup application in my opinion, but we shall see if we're wrong. So this is the way SpongeBob looks before. You can tell he's kind of stiff. So now let's wet SpongeBob to see how much he grows. I feel like this is like a little science experiment. I am letting him absorb enough water. Ah! So this is the way SpongeBob looks after. He almost quadrupled the size. As from what I'm seeing from the brushes right off the bat, I feel like SpongeBob would be my favorite, even though I said I don't know if SpongeBob is gonna work for me, but I think SpongeBob would be my favorite because of this dome in the top just to apply the foundation. I feel like it would be very fast, but we shall see. So we're gonna go ahead and apply the BFF Best Friends Forever Hydrating Brightening Primer Mist. So this is what the spray looks like. This is the SpongeBob and Patrick spray, and it says to shake very well, so we're kind of shaking it. And this is what the color looks like, which I think it looks beautiful. So let's go ahead and apply. It gives me like a scent, but I can't really detect what it is. It says this is a hydrating brightening primer mist, and your skin go together like Sponge and Patrick. Preps, hydrates, and brightens with illuminating, light reflecting properties to impart a soft, dewy glow. Hopefully I didn't go over the board. Which it kind of seems like I did, huh? Wait, so I was looking for my Wet n Wild foundation, but I don't think I have that anymore. So I think I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. Just gonna shake that because I haven't used this in a long time. And I think I really want to go in with the SpongeBob one just to see how it applies the foundation. So I'm going to use one pump for the whole face. It's not as soft as like a sponge, or not as soft as like a sponge that I'm used to. But I feel like the dome kind of works. If that makes any sense. I feel like it soaked my foundation really fast also because it's almost in the sponge. I don't technically ever go in with 3 pumps, so I'm thinking it's the sponge absorbing most of the product, because it doesn't feel like the foundation is on my skin. It kind of feels like the foundation is in the sponge, because the sponge starts to feel dense. So this is the way it left my foundation. I look very dewy, but I think it's because I went a little crazy on the spray. So now I'm gonna go in with the concealer, and for concealer I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer, and I'm gonna conceal as I always do, which is just here and here. just to kind of get this out of the way. I'm gonna apply a little bit on the sides of my nose. I don't feel like I have any blemishes today, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna start getting out my powder, which I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild. Y'all already know. And for the concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Patrick, just because I feel like this pointy part of him could be very beneficial when blending out concealer. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. And I also feel like that part is really soft on the eye. I don't know. I might be up to something. Okay. I don't know if I'm like really happy the way this sponge performed. It almost took off like my foundation on my temples and a little bit on my cheeks. That's a little weird. I'm going in on my other eye to see if the same thing happens over here. But on this side, something really weird happened. Okay, it doesn't seem to be doing that on this side. So maybe it was just the way I was like pressing on the sponge. I don't know. Okay. I'm going on this side. And then to kind of like set the foundation, I'm gonna go in with Squidward's like mouth or neck. I don't know what this is, but this part of the sponge. I don't know, guys. I'm a little nervous. I feel like Squidward is very wet. Okay, let me go in with Patrick a little to see if maybe Patrick does the job a little better. Oh my god. Definitely Patrick goes in like really weird crevices. I don't know how I feel about everything. I'm gonna go in with a brush to kind of like smooth it out a little. Okay. Just to kind of see if it was just a sponge or what the heck. Okay. Okay, definitely if the sponge is a little bit too overly wet, it is gonna leave traces of the powder. So you wanna make sure that the sponges are very well squeezed, because I feel like on this side I saw some crevices of the powder and I didn't like that. Okay, but overall, hey, the sponges worked really well. I'm gonna go in now with the round Kabuki brush, which this one is Sandy, and I'm gonna set the rest of my face just to see the way Sandy performs. This is what she looks like. I don't know, guys. The hardest part about doing this video is that I'm not gonna want to throw any of the packaging. Oh, Sandy is definitely a heavy duty one. I see Sandy being like my favorite all over brush because she's very soft. Sandy is definitely like a heavy duty, one swipe and gone. I definitely see Sandy being part of like my makeup routine, because obviously I'm a mom and most of the times I'm looking for things that like cut my makeup time, and I feel like Sandy did an amazing job with that. Good girl, Sandy. Look at that, one and freaking done. And she did not disturb my foundation. I'm kind of getting close so you guys can kind of see, but Sandy did not disturb the foundation whatsoever. So I give Sandy a big plus. Now I'm gonna go in with the flat Kabuki, which this one is Spongebob. So this is what he looks like. Oh, I almost don't want to use this. Ow. this one had like a little sticker in the back. I hate when they do that. Like I feel like it was for him not to fall over, but I hate it because look, it's gonna leave like an ugly marking on him. Okay, there. Take it back. So this one is perfect. I feel it's gonna be perfect for contouring. It is very much soft, so I'm excited. And I'm also gonna use Sandy for my blush, but let's go in first with our bronzer. So maybe like if you have like a bronzer palette, this is gonna be easier, but on this it's a little large. One and done as well. I love the way it's so effortless to like blend out. Look at that. They are so soft and there's no like bristles falling off, which I always find that very important in my like little brushes, because if there's like little hairs everywhere, it really just annoys me. Just like kind of like a personal kind of thing. But I don't know about you guys, but I don't like seeing the little hairs all over my face and then having to like take them out. At least SpongeBob is also my favorite because he is a one and done. Very, very good. I'm gonna take on the very side of the brush to kind of see if I can do my nose contour. Woo! Yes. Oh yeah, you could definitely contour your nose with this. It is very precise, even though it's a little on the thicker side, but she's still very precise when it comes to like blending out the nose and stuff, which I like. This is very, very pretty. I really do like this brush. And like I said about Sandy, I kind of feel like this is gonna be a perfect thing to incorporate into like my makeup routine, because it is so quick to just kind of, you know, get it over with. I just love how easy it makes to blend out the bronzer, and that one made wonders with the powder. So Sandy's definitely gonna be my bitch when it comes to powder. I'm gonna go in with something else to put a little bit of blush. Be right back. Now, before we finish this video, I want to go ahead and go in with the rest of the products that I am missing, so I will be right back. Okay guys, so I'm already done with the rest of my face. I went ahead and applied some lashes, and I was about to finish this look. I applied a little bit of the Pretty Patty on the lower lash line when I remembered, oh my god, I need to finish this on camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Best Day Ever, which is this green right here, and I'm gonna attempt to apply this as closest to the waterline as I can, just because I want to kind of brighten this under eye area. So I'm just gonna go in here with an angled brush and apply this liner kind of like in this portion of the eye. I don't know if you guys can tell, it's very, very faint, but in person you definitely can tell that there is some type of thing going on there. And I'm gonna apply a little bit of Square Pants, which is the gold shade next to it, which is this one right here. I'm gonna also apply a little bit of that into that inner corner, just like I said, to kind of lighten that area a little bit more. So that is basically what the eyes and the rest of my makeup ended up looking like with the SpongeBob from Wet n Wild collection. I do have two products before we leave that I do want to show you guys my thoughts and what I think about them. So let's get right into them. The second to last product is the FUN Purifying Setting Mist. And this is the one where Plankton comes out with SpongeBob. And this one says, Purifying Setting Mist, gunk in your pores is... The gunk in your pores is small and sinister. Refine them with the power of friendship using this FUN Purifying Setting Mist, which will keep makeup looking just like you applied for hours and purify the skin. Fortified with key ingredients like cinnamon bark extract to help reduce excess oils, congestion, niacinamide, which helps brighten and even the skin tone, and Centella acidica extract to calm and soothe the skin. Spray anywhere and at any time. So I'm gonna go, it doesn't say to shake it, but I'm still gonna shake a little. And let's apply this baby. Whew. I did bathe myself in this. It smells a little intense. And before it sets completely, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Wet n Wild SpongeBob Illuminator. Now I don't know how intense or how sheer this is gonna come out to be, but we shall see. I'm gonna take a little brush like this, and I'm just gonna take a little bit and just apply it to the high points of my face, and then to my nose. Kind of reminds me of that Fenty highlighter, Trophy Wife from Fenty Beauty. Let me show you guys. I also want to see myself how it looks like side by side. But if you guys didn't get your hands on Trophy Wife, maybe this one can do. And this is the way Trophy Wife looks, and this is the way the SpongeBob looks. To me, it almost seems similar. We shall swatch them. Swatch Trophy Wife and the SpongeBob highlighter just so you guys can see how they look side by side. My hands are clean, by the way. So let's swatch Trophy Wife. So Trophy Wife is going to be on this side, and then let's swatch the SpongeBob, which is going to be on the left. So this is the way the highlighters look side by side. If you ask me, they look pretty damn similar. So I'm just saying, girl, if you didn't get that Trophy Wife, just go ahead and get you the SpongeBob one. Once again, that this video is relatively late. Like I said, it wasn't because of my fault. It was more like a shipping issue. I had already ordered the backdrop, which leave in the comments a like or something if you guys liked the whole aesthetic of this video. I hope you guys did, honestly. SpongeBob has always been one of my favorite cartoons ever, and I am living fantasy number 2. Look at me going all 90s with these videos. But you know what, it was about damn time that a SpongeBob collection this complete came out, and I am so happy. If you really want to know my thoughts and what I think, the setting sprays, I don't quite know just yet if I like them or not. But if you were to ask me, what do you think that I should get from this collection, I would definitely say the Sandy brush, the Kabuki brush from Sandy. I think this one is a must. The SpongeBob as well. And any of the sponges, if you ask me, pick one, I would say the Patrick, just because the Patrick one is a little bit more better for going into those hard to reach areas. I don't know how the Squidward kind of performs because I only used it for powder. But also the case, I feel like the case is really nice to, you know, carry your sponges and stuff if you're gonna travel. The sprays, I will have to go into it a little bit more to see if they kept my makeup looking flawless hours later. That being said, guys, I do feel this collection is worth a while. I feel like it's gonna be up to you guys when it comes to like memorabilia or collector's items. I do feel like this is more of a collector's items. The palette was not my favorite, if I am completely honest, and I don't know how I feel about the SpongeBob sponge, just because it did feel a little bit dense and it did feel like it was soaking more product than what I was applying on my face. I am sad that I didn't get the brush cleaner from the Gary brush cleaner, and I'm also sad that they didn't send me the Krabby Patty. I didn't want to wait completely until, you know, the whole collection was here, because God only knows that been another month or so. And like I said, this video was already late as it is, and I do apologize to you guys for uploading this video so late, because I know there's tons of videos already out from like reviews and demos of this collection. I do apologize beforehand, but you know what, it is what it is, like I'm saying. And at the end of the day, all that matters to me is if you guys like this content. Like always, just, you know, comment down below or like this video if you guys are liking these videos. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye. Okay, so now on to the part where we're gonna be talking about the surprise. I did mention to you guys at the beginning of the video that there is gonna be a surprise in this video, and I just want to go ahead and I just want to hook you guys up with almost the entire SpongeBob collection. One lucky winner is gonna win. Let me just show you guys, because I know you guys are interested. So one lucky person is gonna win the Patrick sponge. And just so you guys won't be like, oh my gosh, she's giving us her sponge, this is the sponge I used for the video, and this is the SpongeBob sponge for the giveaway. So the giveaway will include the Patrick sponge, the SpongeBob sponge, the Sandy Kabuki round brush, the Squidward sponge, the makeup sponge case, the makeup sponge case, the Spongebob highlighter, the FUN setting spray, and the BFF hydrating primer mist, and as well with the SpongeBob palette. So for those of you guys who want to enter this giveaway, all you have to do is obviously be subscribed to my channel. Little goodies here for you guys in a bag, and all you have to do for this video is obviously be subscribed to my channel. And I am going to be checking if you guys are subscribed. You have to comment down below if you want to enter. All you got to do is comment, I want to enter. And the third thing you have to do is follow me on Instagram and follow me on TikTok. So I'm going to be putting all the rules down below. But as you guys heard, subscribe to my channel. And make sure you turn on your subscriptions, because if I cannot see you on my subscribers, I will not include you in the giveaway. The second thing you have to do is follow me on Instagram. The third thing you have to do is follow me on TikTok. And the fourth thing you have to do is comment down below, I want to enter. Now, if you guys want extra entries, I am going to be giving you guys a way to do an extra entry. So if you guys want, I'm gonna be giving you 5 entries if you guys interact with this video. So basically what you have to do is just comment all the time, as many comments as you guys can comment down below, and that would be everything to enter. Like I said, all the rules are going to be down below. It's going to be a US only kind of giveaway, so I'm sorry for my international followers, but next time there will be a giveaway for you guys. And I think that is everything. Honestly, I just wanted to give somebody some happiness, and hopefully one lucky one of you guys will be very excited to win this amazing prize. It's only missing 2 items from the entire collection, which would be the Gary soap and the Krabby Patty. But other than, I couldn't find them anywhere. I tried my best to kind of find them, but I couldn't find them to make the collection complete, and they're out of stock everywhere. So I am so sorry I couldn't get the Krabby Patty or the Gary soap, but hopefully you guys are still happy with all the other products that are in the collection, which they're so amazing. I almost want to keep them for myself. But they are for the giveaway. So yeah, and the giveaway will end when my channel reaches 300 subscribers. So as soon as we reach 300 subscribers, I will be announcing the winner. So hopefully as soon as we reach 300 subscribers, we will announce the winner. So that really gives you guys a lot of time to interact, a lot of time to follow me, a lot of time to just make sure that you guys are active with me. Also on Instagram, you guys can send questions or interact with the posts and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. As always, don't forget to click the like button if you guys liked this video. And until next time, guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye.